Hi guys, it's me, Sassamifrass, and this is Psychics RSV Please, the XCOM 2 playthrough where we aim to have as many powerful, fully trained psychics as we possibly physically can before the endgame mission, despite the fact that this may well kill us. Now, last mission was awesome. I'm still stoked about it. If you hear anything that sounds like a beanbag dropping and making some kind of weird rumbly sound, that's because my cat's probably going to jump from where the microphone is onto my lap at some point during this playthrough. It's all fine. Don't worry about me.
Distance communications facility now
Yay.
operational.
Okay, now this is what we've been waiting for. Finally, things are starting to look up. Because as I've commented before, this playthrough, I've really been feeling the fact that I'm playing with this psychics focus rather than, you know, survival focus, let alone become powerful. And the pain of not having some of the things you'd normally build much earlier in the game definitely is being felt. Alright, now technically we didn't need to put a gremlin in there yet. Actually, that's a point. If we have nothing in there, we still get +1 contacts, don't we? Yes. Well, in that case, we don't even need someone in the workshop yet.
Commander, construction of this shadow chamber should allow us to better break down and analyze all the alien artifacts and data we've been recovering.
Yeah, there's absolutely no reason why we need to staff the workshop right this very minute until we've made contact with that next region. We have 9 days. Oh. Hen. We have 6 days. Yeah, let's wait. We can wait 6 days before we start working on the shadow chamber and the proving ground and the AWC. I hope I don't sound too blocked up, guys. I've actually got really bad hay fever at the moment, so apologies if I sound way more nasal than usual. I'm doing my best. I'll probably go to the doctor and get a new prescription soon because my normal anti-hay fever one has run out. And I've just been too lazy to go back and get more. And by too lazy, I mean I don't really want to pay $50 just for that. Let's see. If you can hear popcorn, that is my cat destroying things because she loves me. And that's how she shows that she loves me. I think Fortress is probably the best out of these 3 abilities. Being immune to all those things, just really handy. I think so.
Setting course for Indonesia.
Although we still need to build a radio relay back up in Europe as well so we can get that other proving ground bonus. Oh, 2 days. Beautiful. Oh, and here we go. We have our mission. But yeah, I hope I'm not sounding a little bit too airy-fairy as well, guys, because hay fever does kind of mess with my brain. Plus, I've not had a lot of sleep lately. Winter Shadow, that's a cool name. And we'll get a scientist and intel. Beautiful. Extracting a VIP, we can do that. Alright, let's go. Anyway, so I see that this mission's rated very difficult, which is a little bit of a worry because I don't know if it's time for me to meet sectopods. Hopefully not. Hopefully not quite yet. I haven't created any blue screen rounds yet. But even though the mission is very difficult, I guess I'm feeling a little cocky after that last mission. So I've actually brought both Man Shepherd and the Heavy along, being my lowest ranked soldiers. And Freeman as well. So that is 3 fairly low ranked soldiers. But then I've also brought along 2 mages and a captain. So hopefully that balances things out, because I do want to make sure that the entire squad is balanced and that we always have a nice high-level backup for anyone should they be injured. Anyway, I think we're good to go on Operation Winter Shadow.
The spokesman gave us the location of a VIP stranded somewhere near our AO. He'd like us to secure the area, rendezvous with the target, and provide an escort out of there. I don't think the Resistance would ask if it wasn't important.
Okay guys, here we are. So it's a VIP extraction mission, so we don't actually need to rescue them. We just need to extract them before the number of turns has run out. And we haven't started with concealment because, well, we've already extracted the VIP, so basically Advent already know we're here. So I'm going to do what's become the usual thing for this series and just overwatch my way forward. And as soon as something interesting happens, then I'll cut back in and show... Oh, pigeons. 2 pigeons. Ah, I love you. 3 pigeons. Sorry guys, I got distracted. I'm a big fan of the XCOM pigeons. Anyway, I'll see you shortly once something exciting happens that isn't pigeons.
Finding a position.
Capital idea, old sport.
I'd forgotten they came this big.
Yay! Oh. Yay!
Stop laughing,
Yay! Ah, it's my hubby.
I can always count on you to be horrible. Simple and horrible.
It's true. Alright, so we've got an advanced mech, a shield bearer, ugh, and probably an advanced trooper, looks like. Okay. So the advanced mech we could take out with another shot plus combat protocol. In fact, how much damage does our protocol do now, out of curiosity? No, not Overwatch. Okay, yeah, so we do want to hit it for a little bit. Or we could haywire protocol it. Let's see how that looks. Well, stunning it's certainly not going to be a problem. Although if there is a sector pod on this mission, we're really not going to want to have that cooldown running. Let's leave it for now. Bender can go close to last. Alright, Nikolai, you sit tight for now. Liara, who can you injure? Well, yes. Ooh. It would be lovely to take out the shield bearer. How about weapon-wise? 68%? I mean, she hasn't moved up yet. Let's move her up first. 84, pretty nice. And 60. Okay. How about you, Fry? Full cover looks pretty good.
I have more important things to do today than laugh and clap my hands.
Ah, actually, yes. Ooh. It might just be worth it to combat protocol if this hits. That's exactly the amount of damage, I think.
Everything you've got.
Oh wait, no, I think combat protocol's 7 to 8, so I could still be disappointed at this stage. How about you, Heavy? Anywhere you can get proper full cover? From there, but how useful is there? Not very useful. I wonder if those two are clustered up enough. for this to be of use. Oh, look at that. And he doesn't even need to move. My thoughts exactly. I'm sorry, buddy, you're gonna have to repeat that. Hang on. I'll get a bit closer. Maybe I'll be able to understand you then. Now, he's only flanked because of that shield bearer. So if he takes the shield bearer out, he will still have full cover and will no longer be flanked. That's what I'm
Then we're
going
all in
with.
agreement.
I'm not crazy. You're crazy. What? 70%? I'm gonna go for it anyway, because I'm crazy. Crazy paid off.
See, I don't want to be here, but somebody has to kill everything.
It's true. Now, XCOM is not going to reward me for being crazy. I know this already. XCOM does not tend to look favourably on this kind of activity. But what can I say? I am still just so stoked about that last mission. And I realise the mission went so well because I did spend so much time planning ahead. But hey, I'm incredibly exhausted. I have super bad hay fever, and I'm still running on a high from an amazing victory. Don't stop me now, is what I'm saying here. Okay. Let's calm down a bit. Let's overwatch Fry, unless he's got a good shot. Okay, it is an advanced trooper. So, the advanced trooper's only got half cover. I have full cover on pretty much everyone. You'd think he's more likely to try and get a flank on Freeman next round. In which case overwatching would work quite well, I think. Now, as for you, should we move him forward? He might become a target. Although he could hunker down there. I am aware of the time, and even though that evac point is not that far away, I think this is okay. It's only one move, he can still hunker down. We're fine. Depending on what Mr. Advanced Trooper decides to... Ooh. Well, that's a bit different to how our Overwatches normally go. Okay, so, sending the scientist down may have been a little optimistic. Yeah, that's more like the XCOM I know.
I've got to redeem myself.
Yep. What did I say, guys? XCOM will punish you for behaviour like that. And punished I have been. I wonder if I'll think twice next time. No, why are we moving Fry up? That would be terrible. Let's see what Shepard can do. Not great, Shepard, I gotta say. Ugh. Now, question is, do we try taking that shot or do we overwatch? I guess the answer is, can we destroy the cover? Not from here. Can we destroy the cover from somewhere nice? Ah, and the scientist is taking that full cover slot. Maybe I should move the scientist back. He's at less risk here, I think. Perhaps even better on the roof, i.e. where he just was, Sassa. Yeah, he should probably head back to the roof. That's annoying. Whoa. Sorry guys, I might be thinking for a little bit. Because again, the brain's not working quite right with all this pollen in it. It seems very much happier when there is less pollen. Okay. We have 4 enemies, 2 snakes, who would be our highest priority to take out, although mutons certainly aren't nice. Advanced Trooper is the lowest priority, however he is the closest to our VIP. Liara technically might be able to take out the Advanced Trooper in one hit, and then she'd be able to be in cover again. However, she might trigger a pod, should we move her up there, because I imagine there's at least one more pod already set on this map, if not 2. After all, this mission was rated very difficult, and XCOM loves to punish you for making hasty moves. She does have full cover here. I say it like I don't like XCOM punishing me. I mean, really. She could also use her grenade and get rid of his cover. But 77%'s not bad, and she does have a decent chance of killing him. Well.
They don't quit without a fight, do they? Another round.
She's safe enough at least. Now what your 69%. Nice. How about your pistol actually? Is that any better? Oh, nothing within range. No, let's not overwatch you too quickly. Let's think about the snakes now. Oh, or let's think about the bacon. Because if the bacon can convince those snakes to leave us alone, we can take out the Advanced Trooper and possibly the Mouton, or the Mouton. Take out the Mouton. Now, you'd assume that those snakes can see the Mimic Beacon through these windows, but I have seen some very odd AI behaviour. You guys might remember the last mission, I believe, was when the AI just pretty much ignored the Mimic Beacon, which I didn't think they were allowed to do. But let's see how this goes.
Weapons
We've
ready.
set a bacon there. Get on that meme, bacon. Okay, so that's considered a flank because of the snakes. We probably want Freeman to get to some decent cover and overwatch. Yeah, let's get the scientist out of here. He is taking up valuable cover spots right now. How come it's so much for him to... Oh well, whatever. Go back there. I think it's in our best interest to get Freeman back here. He can overwatch.
Aliens, come out to play.
Fry still isn't considered flanked. However, if the snakes decide to ignore the Mimic Beacon, that clustering is going to be an issue. So let's just heal up.
Stand back. I'm a toolbot.
Okay. Now, you hunker, buddy. You hunker on down. And that leaves Bender. Now, can we get Bender better cover? We can, but not really. It's not really a better position. He may well be able to attack. Yes, hello, cat. It is very nice to see you too. So he currently... Ah, I see, the snake actually has full cover. However, a grenade could solve that problem. And one less snake could mean a lot less trouble for us. And I'd rather not use a combat protocol because who knows what else is waiting for us. That is a window. It is full cover. And it is closer to the evac point. I feel like this is an acceptable move.
Yeah, and the crowd goes wild.
Yay! Bye-bye, snake. Ah, I just feel so dopey. I really hope what I've been saying is making sense, guys. Hopefully I get a really good night of sleep tonight. Oh, excellent work.
Who's the sheriff now?
Are you gonna shoot the mimic beacon? Come on. Yes, finally. I say finally. It has worked in the past. Ha! You done goofed. Well then. She mad. Now this is much better because we're not going to be going in nearly as much unknown territory in order to attack those two. There we go. My cat is very happy about how this is going. I know I've been talking about her a lot, but she's been very persistent tonight. Now I guess it just comes down to, do I think I'm going to trigger a pod if I move people? Pardon me. If I move people into this area? And the answer's no. Even if there's a pod over in this foggy area, I don't think moving anyone around this small area will give them line of sight unless the pod's right there, so that is a little bit of a risk. And it is in my path to the evac zone, so potentially using my sword might be a poor idea. However, I would like to guarantee that that muton and that snake are out of the picture.
Move forward!
My thoughts exactly. Oh, so close. Oh, it looks like it might be able to destroy her cover. And damage the muton. Very close. Oh. Come on, we can do it, we can do it. Yes, hello cat. She's now climbed halfway up my shoulder. Which is interesting. Now, this is only 3 to 4 damage. I don't really feel like suppression is necessary here. That said, we are on a time limit. Oh my goodness, cat. Yes, hello. Hi. I love you too. Sorry guys. The sleep deprivation, hay fever, and extremely enthusiastic cat are my excuses for tonight. That's why someone's already been wounded. Well, really, the reason someone's been wounded already is because I got too cocky. I think I'm going to have to give up on having full cover, and hopefully again we don't trigger any pods next turn, in which case people will be moving up shortly. And I believe that's going to include Shepherd, because otherwise he's going to get left behind, and he's really
Copy that.
not had much luck with his shots so far anyway. 48, amazing. 41, well, that's just rotten. I I don't think we really need to create a path or line of sight to the snake, so that's a bit useless. I think pistol overwatch is really all we need. My goodness, guys, can you hear this cat purring? She's being pretty loud and she's pretty close to the microphone. I apologise if it's distracting. Oh, that's true. We do have the use of 2 swords and 1 mimic beacon remaining. I guess for a real emergency, we could just trigger. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad I'm only recording this episode tonight because this cat will not leave me alone. And now her claws have gotten trapped in my clothing and she is freaking out because she can't move. Okay, look, cat. There you go. Alright. Ahem. Professional. Super professional. That's me. Huh. Bender, I can't help but notice you're directly next to flames. Because I'm really quite good at choosing where to put my units, you know? Very forward thinking.
I'm not even gonna wait to dance on your grave. I'm gonna dance on your corpse right now.
Well, I guess Bender was motivated. Look, I can't see any reason why to not just go up and melee. I don't think we're going to trigger anything. And this is a guaranteed kill. Okay, now that the cat has walked away offended from getting her claws trapped in my clothing...
I don't want to go this way.
You do. This is the evac zone, Freeman. Trust me on this. It's the way you want to go. Oh, actually, you want to reload.
Oh, hold on. Let me reload.
Okay, scientist. You're not going to catch on fire next turn. Yeah, that seems safest. Alright, Fry, where can you overwatch from? Yeah, looks like you guys got a buddy up. Fire. Okay, that didn't do any damage to Bender. Okay, lucky. Now, perhaps, instead of
Will do.
getting Bender to stop on the candy for his next turn, perhaps we'll just get Man Shepherd to do it. Oh, looks like we can move Bender up into that location anyway. Delicious candy. Good work, Bender. Alright, you've got cover, not a lot, but let's all regroup and reload.
Technology shall taste the lash of the hickory switch.
It shall. Now there is definitely a downside to... Ooh, actually, I'm not seeing anything there. We actually seem to have a clear line to the evac zone. I mean, there's going to be another pod. Absolutely going to be another pod. But I think, and again, this might be me getting cocky from that last mission,
Got it.
but I actually think using this turn to advance as far as we can without going into that fog of war too much is going to be the way to go.
Very good.
With a little overwatching, just in
Let's
case.
do this. Oh no.
Well, there's the other pod. Oh, that was lucky.
I am giant.
Is it possible we could take out... No. And who's left? The scientist and Liara. Okay, because yes. Again, being punished for being cocky. What did I say? He can't see them. He could throw out the mimic beacon. Liara is within sword range. And on the one hand, she will have half cover at the end of her turn. There is a shield bearer above her though, if she does this. But she'd guaranteed be able to take it out, even with that 1 point of armour it has. Also, we do want to take this thing out because it's probably going to throw rockets at us next turn because we are clustered. So that's actually looking pretty tempting right now. Whereas on the other hand, she can stay back here, but with only 74% chance to hit. Let's move her up because she's still going to have the same amount of armour, cover. 90% is much nicer. I think rather than getting her closer to that shield bearer, let's just try and take this guy out. If we don't take him out with her, then it might be Mimic Beacon time. She's going to need to reload next turn though. Oh, looks like it's Mimic Beacon time.
Wait, we need another round.
It feels like a waste because it's only those two guys. It's like, really? But I really want to avoid having people get wounded. We did so well before, you know? Kind of tempted to chuck him up on the roof. Oh, wait, there's a lot of fire up there. You know what? You just advance to there. That's fine. That is acceptable. Please go for the Mimic Beacon. Oh, well then. Yeah, I'm just excited that we were able to take out the other guy. It was certainly worth laying out the bacon. Delicious bacon. Okay, so he has 2 points of armour. Liara, you're going to have to stay put anyway, what with that reload requirement. And you're ahead of the others. Oh, she does have run and gun. I've been forgetting that a couple of my units have that now. I think it's just her entirely. Oof, 51. Gross. That's full cover. And a guaranteed kill. Wait, no, he has armor. It's not a guaranteed kill. I keep forgetting that. We do have Freeman as well. He can flank from there. And I believe he's only considered flanked just because of that one unit. Whereas that's not a flank.
Okay.
Let's see, which is better? 6 to 8 or 6 to 8? Well, let's not use up ammo. Oh, lucky.
God, that would have been so much easier if I was drunk.
Okay. Alright guys, this is working out okay.
Call me Orange Joe.
Now I am going to overwatch with Fry, even though he's only got the 2 shots left.
This way.
Because if we're lucky, we can make it onto that roof very, very soon.
You heard him. We hold here.
Yeah!
I actually think we could probably sprint,
Why not?
but
All right, let's get to work.
I think that's just my cockiness left over again from the last mission. And, you know, maybe the hay fever talking. Yes, I remember having certain experiences with doors in the past. Or do I risk it? Surely, if someone was going to see me through that glass door, they would have already seen Fry. Surely. I realise that's $1 in the surely jar. Okay. Just, you know, sometimes you wonder. Okay, and Liara, you just cover everyone this round as well.
You bet. Let's take these monsters.
Okay. Who should be first up? Well, actually that's a point. We're going to be moving Man Shepherd anyway. So, given he's going to have to use a pistol no matter
Copy
what.
that.
Let's see what's up here. Hopefully nothing. Ooh. You know, I feel like we'd see a pod if it was up here already. That's the impression I get. Although, there could be a pod waiting to ambush us here, although that's kind of where the mech came from with his pals. We still have 9 turns left, we don't have to rush this. And I have been very cocky with this mission.
Sure.
Let's be just a little bit cautious. Just a
Believe
little.
it or not, I have more important things to do today than laugh and clap my hands.
Not a lot. But, you know, enough. Because we could be evacuated in 2 rounds. 2 turns? I often use those terms interchangeably.
Ah.
It really depends on what game system you're using.
Aliens,
Come out to play!
What's in it for me?
I hope this has been
Where are you hiding, you
somewhat
coward?
edifying
Get
for you
out here and
guys.
get murdered like a man.
Because again, my brain is just so absent right now, but I don't want to skip recording. Just because of all this hay fever and insomnia nonsense. Because, you know, you got to soldier on. Sorry, Liara, no cover this round. I think we're going to do it.
Got it. Finding a position.
This is looking really positive.
Menace 1-5, be advised, hostile interceptors are inbound on your current position. Firebrand has a limited window to provide extraction.
Do you think I'm going to trigger a pod if I go here? Maybe if I just go here.
Seems like a solid plan.
Oh, you guys don't know, but I held my breath so much just then.
Let's move.
Now I have to be careful not to block pathways. Oh wait, can we? Do we have to go down in order to get there? I think we can just move straight forward from this point. Because how good would it be if we could all evacuate on the
Yes,
next
sir.
turn? It's like reinforcements, schmeinforcements. Now this is the... Actually, this is one of the first times I've actually recognised a map from a previous mission. But this is the map that Garrus died on, which was also a VIP extraction map, which makes me think this is one of the out-of-the-box maps and not one of the extra map pack maps. Was that really necessary? Really? Okay, Nikolai. We're nearly out of here. Go team, awesome. I'm getting cocky again. It's a worry. I haven't overwatched anyone. That's a worry. But we're so close.
Sounds like we're on the right trail.
This, to me, is looking very much like evac time. I don't want to jinx it, but this mission was rated as very difficult. And yet, there was no new units. You know, no sectopods or meatballs here to destroy us. In fact, some of the earlier missions that I think were only rated as difficult were actually more difficult than this one. Certainly those, yep, VIP is in position. We are gonna do this.
You got it.
Wow, okay. So, sorry guys, it's not as, nowhere near as dramatic as the last two episodes, which, to be honest, I think are my favourite ones. Not just because of the flawless ranking. I also just loved them because
Mission accomplished.
they were pretty intense. I mean, good job we only got one wound, although I'm really just going to rank him up so he's equal with everyone else. Again, just so I can hear that voice acting, because it's just so good. %, successful shots. It always surprises me that so many of them register as 100%, but that's because it doesn't count overwatches. Well, at least the mimic beacon got fired at more than you did, Freeman. That's something. You know what? Maybe we should give someone return fire. I've honestly never chosen it, because I just don't think it's very useful compared to long watch. But why not? Let's give it a go. Let's see what it's like. Gravely wounded. 9 days. He might even be back for the next mission. At most, he'll only miss one. Oh my goodness, look at Nikolai's face. I love the random generation. That's so good. That'll definitely be one of the mod packs I've installed.
Another impressive effort, Commander. My expectations were high, and yet you have exceeded them.
Yay! Oh good. Now no one is shaken. Now before I end this episode, I do want to finish building that tower. It's only like a day. Because I'm just,
Setting course for
I really do
Sector
want to get to
16,
building all those other
Indonesia.
things. You know, psychics, #1 priority, absolutely. Survival, a very close second.
Welcome to the fight.
Yay. My Bradford screensaver is so realistic. My riffing's not very good. I'm sorry guys. This is hay fever level riffing. That's what you're gonna get. Harried by cats, insomnia and hay fever. Cool. And now it will be much cheaper. Papua New Guinea has alien wreckage. Now it'll be much cheaper to make contact with that last black site
Commander,
mission
we've utilized
region.
all of our available communications capacity.
Yes,
we
yes.
can't establish any new contacts until we upgrade our systems.
Well, I'll get right on that. Let's see if we can do this before we finish the episode.
Attempting to establish local...
Immunity again. Scan. No new missions, thank you. I really thought we would have automatically completed this by now, but hey.
Knowing that my past surgical experience is limited, I am sure the crew appreciates that I hone my skills on fallen Advent forces before triaging our own wounded. To the uninitiated, the common Advent trooper is seemingly human. The aliens have disguised its most glaring divergence from the human form with a carefully designed helmet.
No, poor guy. He was just doing what he was genetically designed to do and mind controlled from giant hive chip thing. Science. Yeah, my cat's purring into the microphone again, so sorry if things sound weird. She's just so happy that I'm sitting down and that she can stand on me. It's great. It's good, actually. What? Sorry, Tigan. Scanning. Yes. Yes. I'm so excited. You know what we must do.
Power relay construction initiated.
Oh, yay. Good work, Matt. 6 days. This is so good. We are going to have enough power to build the other things we need. Maybe not enough supplies, but we'll deal with that. Okay, so this means we've got 2 unstaffed engineers, doesn't it? Well, we may as well get some more supplies. May as well just excavate. We can always pause the excavation when we need the extra person, so let's do that. And it will give us more supplies and whatnot.
Got an urgent communication coming in for you now, Commander.
Leading the resistance is a daunting task, Commander.
What?
But your efforts so far have left many wondering if we have made the right approach.
What?
We will have to do better.
What? Why? Why? This makes no sense. Look what the aliens achieved over here on the left. Look what the humans achieved over here on the right. The aliens are red. The humans are green. One of them has one thing that they did. The other has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that were achieved. What's with that? Ooh, that's not good. Ooh, intel costs increasing. Gross. Extra chrysalids. Well, I should be overwatching a lot anyway. The intel cost one is the one I dislike the most, although Guerrilla Ops is also bad. Come on, I just want to finish this scan. Okay, all right.
Long live the resistance.
Now I'm satisfied, now that I've finally reached Australia.
New regional contacts located.
Yes, I know. Yay. We should really go build. I like how my home state over here on the left-hand side of Australia isn't even a region. There's just New Australia on the right. Because I kind of want to get the proving ground benefit that I can get by building a tower up here. Probably in the New Arctic would be the place to do it. Even though we don't have the proving ground yet, we shortly will. I think I might start that.
Setting course for Sector 1, the Arctic.
And just hopefully we don't get another mission before that's complete, just because otherwise it might slip my mind. And we were going to come back up here anyway, so we could collect those supplies, which we really need. 3 days. Okay. No, I'm not going to risk it. Let's save it for the next episode. We might trigger something otherwise. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for sticking with me through the insomnia and the cat smooching the microphone and the hay fever blocked nose. I appreciate it. I've been really happy to get again the couple of comments people have left, mostly on Twitter, about the series. I really appreciate people sharing the videos with others. And yeah, thank you for the likes and whatnot. You know, I'm doing this just for fun, but it's so much more fun with you guys along for the ride. And yeah, I hope as we get further and further towards the end game, with a ridiculous number of psychics that would normally be something people wouldn't normally do playing XCOM 2, because, you know, it makes it unreasonably harder for no real reason. Yeah. What?
These
time carries
findings
on.
will likely prove crucial to our ongoing efforts, Commander, despite a thorough analysis.
Ah,
We
the
have yet
battle
to
scan.
discover what, if any, advantage the Advent hybrid soldiers' enormous eyes provide. Testing their visual acuity will no doubt prove difficult.
Okay guys, I was waxing lyrical for so long. Now, something else has happened. I'm going to choose the shield bearer autopsy, and then we'll say farewell. So thanks again so much for watching.
The Advent shield bearers are quite similar to the bulk of Advent's forces.
And I'll
that
see
they
you
are the
next
product
autopsy.
Of careful genetic engineering
Oh, he
that
looks
generally
sad
mirrors
too.
the human form. Most of their unique qualities come from a difference in equipment and armor. Components I'm sure Shen would have an interest in examining.
Okay, this time for sure. Right. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching as always. Bye.